can be amazing, you can turn a phrase into a weapon or a drug. You can be the outcast or be the backlash of somebody's lack of love. Or you can start speaking up. Nothing's gonna hurt you the way the words do when they settle near your skin. Kept on the inside and no sunlight, sometimes a shadow wins. But I wonder what would happen if you say what you wanna say and let the words fall out. Honestly, I wanna see you be brave with what you wanna say and let the words fall out. Honestly, I wanna see you be brave. Just wanna see you. I just wanna see you. Just wanna see you. I wanna see you be brave. Just wanna see you. I just wanna see you. Just wanna see you. I wanna see you be brave. Everybody's been there, everybody's been stared down by the enemy, falling for the fear and then to disappear and bow down to the mighty. Don't run, just stop holding your tongue. Maybe there's a way out of the cage where you live. Maybe one of these days you can let the light in. Show me how big your brave is. Say what you wanna say and let the words fall out. Honestly, I wanna see you be brave with what you wanna say and let the words fall out. Honestly, I wanna see you be brave. And since your history of silence won't do you any good, did you think it would? Let your words be anything but empty. Why don't you tell them the truth? Say what you wanna say and let the words fall out. Honestly, I wanna see you be brave with what you wanna say and let the words fall out. Honestly, I wanna see you be brave. Just wanna see you. Just wanna see you. Just wanna see you. I wanna see you be brave. Just wanna see you. Just wanna see you. Just wanna see you. See you be brave. Just wanna see you. Just wanna see you. Just wanna see you. I just wanna see you. I just wanna see you. I just wanna see you.
I was on NFB.org yesterday. They said they would send me a brand new free white cane. It came in the mail and I opened up the package, put it in my hand and I started to tap it, tap that free white cane. Tap that on the classroom floor. Tap that when you're walking out the door. Tap that when you're looking for some more. You gotta tap that. You gotta tap that free white cane. Tap that when you're getting on a plane. Tap that in the pouring rain. Tap that, no there ain't no shame. You gotta tap that. You gotta tap that free Run away with me. Lost souls in revelry. Running wild and running free. Two kids, you and me. And I said, hey, 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 leave it like we're renegades. Hey, 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 leave it like we're renegades, renegades, renegades. Long live the pioneers, rebels and mutineers.
see and take you where you wanna be. You could be my luck. Even if the sky is falling down, I know that we'll be safe and sound. I can lift you up. I can show you what you wanna see and take you where you wanna be. You could be my luck. Even if the sky is falling down, I know that we'll be safe and sound. We're 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 safe and sound.
Just a young gun with a quick fuse. I was uptight, wanna let loose. I was dreaming of bigger things and wanna leave my old life behind. Not a yes sir, not a follower. Fit the box, fit the mold, have a seat in the foyer. Take a number. I was lightning before the thunder.
Thunder, 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 thunder,
Thunder, feel the thunder. Lightning and the thunder. Thunder, feel the thunder. Lightning and the thunder. Thunder, thunder. Thunder. Kids were laughing in my classes while I was scheming for the masses. Who do you think you are? Dreaming about being a big star. They say you're basic, they say you're easy. You're always riding in the backseat. Now I'm smiling from the stage while you were clapping in the nosebleeds.
thunder, 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 thunder,
Thunder, feel the thunder. Lightning and the thunder. Thunder, feel the thunder. Lightning and the thunder. Thunder. Thunder, feel the thunder. Lightning and the thunder. Thunder, thunder, feel the thunder. Lightning and the thunder. Thunder, thunder, feel the thunder. Lightning and the thunder. Thunder, thunder, feel the thunder. Lightning and the thunder. Thunder, thunder, feel the thunder. Lightning and the thunder.
Time keeps on slipping.
Can you hear me, Everett?
We can hear you.
Can you see me, Willie?
Yep. Yeah, you look good.
That looks okay? All right. Thanks.
You bet.
Hey, Mark Turley, just so you know, we have that tripod I was talking about.
Yeah. You got to pick my name when it's in one of the bags.
And we're
Everett.
So now the business meeting of the 2020 Annual State Convention of the National Federation of the Blind of Utah is now in order. We welcome everybody to our business meeting. Hope everybody had a nice lunch, got to walk around a little bit, and just get their sea legs back, and are ready now for another great session with some great information, elections, resolutions, and all of that. We hope that you enjoy this very much. And we also, I promise we will have a sneak peek at our auction during this time as well. And I think we're also going to have a lot of different drawings going on, trying to make this fun and interesting for everybody. So you'll want to pay attention. And on that note, we're going to start off with a very big door prize, Danielle tells me. We promised a big door prize. We even put it in the agenda. So Danielle, if you're ready, let's go.
All right, Everett. Well, thank you so much. All right. Well, guess what, everybody? You're going to get a huge door prize, and I'm pretty sure all of you are going to want this. So I'm going to read this out. It's from Carl Smith. It is a Blaze Easy Reader. It is a product that you can read, which can play books from NLS, Bookshare, text documents, and more. It can also play podcasts, tune-in radio, and has a built-in FM radio. It can also, it also has a camera, which also it can use to take a picture of a page of print and turn it into I guess print. So I guess a picture and it translates it. The Blazy e-reader is a made by H Hymns Incorporated and retails at $595. Okay, so you all ready to see whose name comes out? I hope it's a good one.
Sounds like a good one.
I'm rolling. Okay, get it all stirred up there. Okay. Cross your fingers, everybody. Okay. The lucky winner is closing my door so I don't lose names out the side. Okay. Neil, no, Neal, Neil Spencer. Neil Spencer.
Neil Spencer.
Okay, you have to text me to get this, Neil. Just said, if you don't text me, I might go bye-bye to the next person. So call my number at 253 or text 253-569-3397. Again, 253-569-3397. Thanks so much, everybody.
Those of you who know Neil Spencer and Access Technology, Neil is the husband of Janice Spencer. He's also the driver for Access Technology and Carl Smith. So that's pretty exciting and kind of ironic that he won this door prize. And we promised it wasn't rigged that way. You heard the spinning wheel and Danielle draw the name out, but I'm giggling to myself that Neil won that award. I think that's really fun. So it could happen that it might get thrown back in. Who knows? But I hope that Neil's listening and he's getting a chuckle, and so is Carl, like I am. So again, we have a great convention. It's a lot of fun. Some of the names that we have seen pop into this convention so far. I thought I'd read some of those names off to you. President Riccobono has been on today and last night. Scott LaBar, the president of Colorado, and LaBar Law has also logged in today. Marcy Carpenter, the president of the state of Washington, has logged in. So some pretty exciting people that have jumped in and jumped off. Pam Allen has sent me a text. I think she was on for a little bit. And so we've seen a lot of neat people from all over the country getting on. Daniel Garcia has sent me a couple of emails. I think he's in the state of Missouri. But Jennifer Kennedy and Dan Ashman are on, and they are paying attention. So we got people all over the country participating in our National Federation of the Blind of Utah convention. And we're so happy to have so many different people participating from all over the country, and hope they're enjoying this as much as we are. Our next presentation in our business meeting, it's very important that we hold our treasurer's report. The treasurer's report is extremely important, and it is a responsible duty that we must give you a treasurer's report every year. And Mark has worked hard on the treasurer's report and does a great job of managing our accounts. He works with his wife and his daughter, and they manage the accounts. Mark does he sends me authorizations on a regular basis, and I approve those. And then he sends the checks out. Just so everyone's aware, I don't sign any checks. I don't even have a checkbook. Mark Turley handles all of that and manages our accounts very well. And then we also have a financial planner that we work with, Edward Jones Associates. His name is Corey Noyce, that Mark keeps in touch with on a regular basis on our investments accounts, and he sends those reports to me as well. So I'm really proud of our treasurer, Mark Turley, and the great work that he does, the tireless work that he does for our affiliate. And so I'm anxious to hear Mark's report, and I hope you are too. So Mark, please take it away.
Mark, we're not hearing you. If you could unmute.
Okay, I didn't touch it after I got on.
We got
All right,
you now.
got me now. Okay, the volume okay?
Yeah, it's good.
All right. All right, I guess I'll start over. I was just saying it's a great opportunity, a great opportunity, and I'm thankful for being able to talk to you all. I've really enjoyed the convention so far. As usual, my favorite part of the convention has been the personal stories. I've really enjoyed and been entertained listening to, Sherilyn and Ryan and Ned and Willie and Danielle and Tina and Aaron and others that, it has really been great to listen to them. I was really impressed with Aaron and the kind of, they're just thoughtful and beautiful wording that she used in her report that she gave. And what's really, really neat is that I can actually consider all of these people my friends, which really kind of gives me pause. And it's kind of amazing to me to think that I have friends like that. And so it's really a privilege to be in this federation. I was really happy also to hear the news about Sachin Pavitron being appointed to be the executive director for the Access Board. I just think that's awesome. And I also consider Sachin a friend.
Hey, Mark, I think we lost audio.
Honey?
Your camera is on, but your mic.
Okay.
There we go.
Gotcha.
Can you hear me okay? Can you hear me now?
Yeah, we can hear you now.
Okay, I didn't touch anything. I don't know. Why it unmuted, I don't know. Yeah, did you hear? So I congratulated Sachin on that, on his position. I'm not sure where the mute.
That's where you left off. Yeah.
Okay. Anyway, I just want to congratulate him. I think that's awesome. And also, I want to give a shout out to the technology team. They're doing a great job. Really appreciate their time. Jerry Neely and Willie and Ken just work really, really hard at this. And I've also really enjoyed the little extra production value that James has been giving to it. So James, get that applause button queued up for me at the end of this. I don't know if a treasure report has ever gotten applause before. Anyway, I really wish we could be in person. And I really hope that fear does not prevail and that we are able to meet next spring in person and have a great convention, and that we can also meet together in New Orleans for national convention. I'm so looking forward to that. I just really, really missed going to Houston this year. And I'm glad that we will be able to hopefully go there in 2022. And it is an honor for me to be the treasurer and to do, a small part in this organization. I'm trying to read and at the same time, I'm not doing very well. It seems like almost every week I hear about somebody who's overcome a challenge in this, or somebody who the NFB was able to reach out and help, or just people who've been able to reach out with compassion to our fellow members of our federation. I mean, I hear about that every single week. And I know that that is what's really important about this organization is the every single person and not just the jobs that we do individually. I really appreciate my friendship with Everett and being able to call him and discuss issues with the NFB or personal issues, or just to hang out and talk about sports. It's great to be able to have friends like that. But what I really need to share with you now is the numbers that kind of are behind our organization that we need. We need this income, and we need to spend this money in order to get our job done. So, okay, so we had a great year in 2019. In large part, that was due to our investment accounts. And it's also in large part due to Everett and the board of directors. I know firsthand that Everett is always mindful of being a good steward over the money that we have. And I also want to let you know that we're also having a very good year in 2020. We have 4 accounts: savings, checking, PayPal, and Edward Jones Investments. I'm going to go ahead and give you the numbers for where we were at on January 1st of 2019, and then where we are on at the end of December 31st of 2019. Our savings account, we had, clicked one for too far. Our savings account, we had $1,000.52, and then at the end of the year, we had $1,000.99. I'm going to go ahead and just do dollars. For our checking account, we had $14,949. And at the end of the year, we had $35,620. In our Edward Jones account, we had $565,724. And at the end of the year, $598,114. With all, and PayPal, we had $210, and the end of the year, we had $51. So our net cash holdings, we had at the beginning of the year, $580,880. And the end of the year, we had $634,786. So our net increase in total cash for the year was $53,906. This is a great year for us. Let's see, wanted to point out one thing. This is a great year for us in, let's see. In our investment account, if you'll notice, our investment account went up by $92,000 for the year. But if you look at what our final numbers were, it shows it is going up $32,390. This is because we transferred $60,000 from our investment account into our checking account. Sorry, I'll be right with you. Come on. Technical difficulties for a second. So Boy, I'm just having a really hard time. Okay, I wanted to also mention that, in large part, this was because of our income, our investments doing so well. But also, I just wanted to kind of also point out that in 2018 compared to 2019, our income was almost identical, literally within a few bucks at $126,000. But our expenses, we spent $21,051 less in 2019. So because we tightened our belts a little bit in 2019, that put us in that much better position here for 2020. So it's required that I give a breakdown of all the expenses in 2019. So bear with me, I'll try to do as well as I can on this. I'm going to increase my print size, font size. So our total income for 2019 was $126,037. Our total expenses was $164,443. And our net operating cost was $38,408. So we spent $38,000 more than we brought in during 2019. But of course, like I said, that was more than offset by our investment income. For 2018, our total income was $216,056. Our total expenses was $185,495. So our operating costs in 2018 was $59,438. Okay, here's the breakdown for 2019. Our dividends for the year was $1,085. Our convention auction brought in $17,168. Our convention registration brought in $3,388. Our general donations were $9,278. Our other grants were $4,930. That was pretty much bail grants. Our other, our total program / project services income, which is based primarily the Project Strive, is $75,628. Our scholarship donations was $5,000. And our other income was that's it. Total income is $226,037. Our expenses, we had awards and grants, which is $34,320. Most of that is usually things that we give to people for traveling, conventions, things like that. Our payroll taxes was $20. Our legal fees were $100. Our office supplies, $94. Our telephone expenses, $1,408. Our postage and handling, $251. Our printing of publications, $1,270. Our travel expenses are $34,381. And our convention expenses were $57,820. And professional fees, $33,226. and other income of $2,007 for our, I'm sorry, not other expenses of $2,007. Our total expenses are $164,443. I just wanted to take a quick look at year-to-date 2020. So for those same four accounts, our savings account has gone from $1,000 to $1,001. Our checking went from 35,620 to 42,490. Our Edward Jones went from 598,113 to 607,855. And our PayPal went from $51 to $0. Our total holdings went, so far this year to October 1st, went from $634,786. I'm sorry, yeah, to $651,347,000. So our net increase in that is $16,561. So it's been my experience in the time that I've been in the NFB that most years our holdings have gone down during the course of the year due to our spending and our investment income not keeping up with our spending, our extra spending. And so we've gone down most years that I've been in the NFB. But now it looks like we are well on our way to having 2 consecutive years where our net holdings have had a pretty significant increase. And I also want to kind of stop for a moment and really kind of draw attention to these numbers I just gave you for our investment income. Our investment income in 2020 has gone from 598,000 to over 607,000. That doesn't sound like a large increase, but if you think about it, you know, what's happened during 2020? We had a 35% drop in the stock market. And due to some really good advice from our financial advisor, Corey Noyes, we were able to make some changes in our shifts with our holdings. And during this tumultuous year, we've actually increased our holdings in our investment account. So I think it's been a very good year this year, and it was a very good year in 2019. I think that's largely due, like I said, to the leadership of our National Federation of the Blind of Utah. And that is my report. If there's any questions, I'll be happy to hear them.
Mark, I
Yes.
appreciate that report. We will have a vote to accept the treasurer report. Before we do that, though, Mark said if there was any questions, so we're going to give you an opportunity to raise your hand. And if you have a question, we'll unmute you and make it a legit question about the treasurer's report, and we'll answer that question as best we can. Mark is here, and I'm here as well, and we'll be happy to answer that question. So, Willie or James, let us know if there's any hands raised.
Not seeing any so far.
Awesome.
I want to give everybody just a few more minutes in case they do want to raise their hand. So Danielle, give us a door prize.
I think I put everybody to sleep, Everett.
Mark, just hang tight because we may have a question that comes in.
Okay, I'm here. Sorry about that, everybody. Wait, can you hear me? Can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay.
I can hear you.
Just want to make sure. I couldn't hear myself for some reason. Okay, so a very fun door prize. is this nice space puzzle. It's you can do with your family. It's 100 pieces. It's a space puzzle. Jigsaw. It has big pieces in it. So we're going to do that with this nice lotion. My co-helper here, Cameron, can you tell me what this actually is? This lotion?
That is a doTERRA Spa Essential Care Hand and Body Lotion, unscented, for use with essential oils.
So hopefully everybody was able to hear Cameron. So some doTERRA lotion. It smells good. Lovely NFB face mask. And last but not least, this beautiful iPhone gripper. What can you tell me if that's what does it look like?
It's shaped almost like a dog. So it's got 4 legs and a knobbly little tail. And what you would imagine the head to be is, it's like it bites onto your phone and holds it for you.
How cute is that? All right, so let's spin our little wheel here. Let's get something real good. Okay. Sometimes the papers stick together and then you got to be like, which one? All right. Okay. The winner is Laura, Leatham.
Laura Latham. Lori Latham.
Laura Latham. If you were here, please text me at 253-569-3397 or text Everett, whoever, to claim your door prize. Otherwise, it'll go to the next person. And do we
Tina
have time for
Reisner
more?
has a question.
Just a minute.
Okay, Tina?
Tina has a question, okay?
Someone can unmute Tina. Go ahead, Tina. We're not hearing Tina.
Yeah, we don't hear you. Okay. Not yet.
Anyone else with their hand raised, Willie?
That's the only one I saw.
Hi, can you hear me?
Tina, there you are, Tina. We got you.
Sorry, I kept pressing the unmute button. Okay, I'll make this quick. Sorry, Danielle, I didn't mean to interrupt you.
There's
Mark,
Tina.
I did have a quick question for you though.
Okay, now we got it, Tina.
Okay, perfect. So in your report, you mentioned I think it was mobile costs, telephone costs towards the end. Do you mind kind of elaborating on what that entails for us?
It's a couple of things, but we have a phone line that we still are accepting help calls, or whatever you want to call them. What would you call that, Everett?
It's actually an answering line. People
line.
leave voicemails. It's a voicemail line for nonprofits and businesses.
I think that's the primary one that is being charged to that particular income account. I'd have to double check to see what else. I don't have the breakdown of that specific one, but I can certainly get that information to you and tell you what kind of expenses we're putting into that category.
Mark, also under the phone line for quite some time, we had the other voice that we were using for conferences. The name escapes me now because Pragmatic. We had the Pragmatic conferences.
And I'm also including this Zoom as one of those expenses.
Yeah, all of that would go on your phone.
Yeah.
Yes. Thank you. And no pressure. I was just wondering. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Tina. Hold on one second, Danielle. Any other questions from anybody else?
I don't have any other hands.
At this point, I'm going to ask for a motion to accept the treasurer's report. Do I have a motion?
I move we accept the treasurer's report.
Okay, Willie has made that motion. Do I have a second?
Second.
Who is that seconded?
Barbie.
Barbie is seconded. Thank you, Barbie. Okay, at this point, we are going to open up the voting line. Willie, if you'll read that number off again to everyone, they can vote on whether they accept the treasurer's report or refuse the treasurer's report. 1 for yes, 2 for no. Correct, Willie?
That is correct. So you can text or you can call the line. The number is 201-571-6406, 201-571-6406. We'll open that up for 90 seconds now.
And Danielle,
All right.
while that's going on, give us a door prize.
Okay, I'm ready. Well, since the last person did not claim their prize, we are going to add to all the stuff that I had before. And this right here is a Star Wars, it's a projector light. So, hey, somebody can use it. It might be fun.
Projects a 3-foot Star Wars scene on an 8 to 12-foot ceiling, wall, or floor.
Okay, wow, nice. Okay, so let's draw another name. Isn't this fun when you can actually get things? Okay, let's see here. Locking my door so no other names fall out. Okay. We have Chris Weiskopf. Chris Weiskopf. Wyckoff?
Yes.
Sorry.
Chris Wyckoff, yep.
So Chris, if you're here, send me a text message if you'd like to claim your prize at 253-569-3397. So thanks, everybody.
Willie, before you close the vote, can I just say something real quick?
Definitely.
Please do, Sharon.
Okay.
Go ahead.
Okay, and I've been in on the voting talk and didn't even think about this. So just want to make sure other people didn't run into it. Once I saw the vote come up on the screen, I voted. Okay. I got a message that said, "Thank you for your interest, but there is currently no active poll." So double check in case you might have done what I did and voted just before Willie said it's now open, and you may need to vote again. It will accept your vote though if you try again. So.
Okay, and another point is you want to text the actual number 1 or the number 2 not spelled out, and then don't put any spaces.
I just want to let everyone know that I got a text message from the president in Idaho, Dana Ard. So she is listening and enjoying our convention. So welcome, Dana. And then Willie texted me and let me know that Terry Rupp, the president of Nevada affiliate and also a national board member, is listening and enjoying the conference. So welcome, Terry. Welcome, Dana, and anyone else who's on listening to our business meeting. It's a pleasure to have you here. And I've just been given the results of the poll, and it has been 100% accepted. So the treasurer's report does pass. All right, moving right along, we will be getting to resolutions, and we are going to have quite a few door prizes during resolutions. So please bear with us on this. You know, I just want to say, I can't say enough great things about our virtual committee who's helped work on this and put this together. And then all of the members who have had to put reports together like Mark did and get all of this information to you. This isn't easy. We're doing our best to make it look easy. And I appreciate how hard people have thought about this and put their reports together and how the virtual committee's doing. And you know, I just want to commend everyone for how hard they're working on this. This is the first ever virtual convention for the NFB of Utah. And I think we're doing a fabulous job, and I hope you're all enjoying it. So we will move now to the Resolutions Committee report. Carl Smith, if you are here, we will get the Resolutions Committee report, please.
I am here. I'm assuming you can hear me. It says you can.
We can hear you.
Thank you, Mr. President and fellow Federationists. Pleasure to be here this afternoon for presenting of the resolutions. First of all, I want to thank the members of the Resolutions Committee who helped work on these resolutions and get them into shape. It is a bit of a tedious job at times because we want to make sure that our resolutions are tight and concise. We have 3 resolutions. The resolutions will be read one at a time. First of all, by Michael Harris. Michael is the voice of the NFBU of Utah Resolutions Committee. Our first resolution, Resolution 2020-01, has to do with accessible voting. Michael.
Okay, can I now be heard?
Yes.
Okay. Okay, Resolution 2020-01 regarding information about accessible voting options. Proponent Aaron Tim. Whereas the Help America Vote Act was passed in 2007 to ensure that county clerks provide appropriate accommodations for voters who are blind or otherwise disabled, and whereas due to the pandemic, Utah voters who are blind or have print disabilities may feel unsafe to travel to a polling location to use the accessible voting machines, and whereas Utah has successfully implemented mail-in voting throughout the entire state in every county for every election, and whereas voters with print disabilities, including blindness, have perennially experienced a lack of access to private and independent voting in Utah through the mail-in and absentee voting system, which has historically been conducted using only paper ballots. And whereas during the 2020 Utah County Republican primary, an accessible electronic absentee ballot program was successfully implemented, and whereas information regarding accommodations like accessible electronic voting is hard to locate, even though it is essential for blind and otherwise disabled voters, and whereas when county clerks give press statements and voter updates to the news media or via social media, information about accommodations is rarely included in an accessible format, and whereas this leaves voters with disabilities ill-informed about how best to exercise their right to vote. Now, therefore, be it resolved by the National Federation of the Blind of Utah in convention assembled this 10th day of October 2020 in Salt Lake City, Utah, that this organization demand that all county clerks and the Lieutenant Governor's office incorporate an accessible electronic voting method by the 2021 election. And be it further resolved that all county clerks and the Lieutenant Governor's office coordinate with the National Federation of the Blind of Utah to include information related to voters with disabilities when they speak to news media or release information on social media platforms, so that all eligible voters can be informed of voting procedures in a timely and accessible manner.
Committee recommends do pass.
Second.
We're going to open up for any questions for or against the resolution. So once again, you'll have to use your raise hand feature, and we've got spotters watching out for you. So we'll take a few minutes here and give you time to raise your hand if you would like to speak for or against this resolution.
So to raise your hand on a phone line, you're going to do *9. and to raise your hand on your Mac, or sorry, on your Mac is Option Y and Alt I on the PC.
Alt Y.
Sorry, yes,
The
Alt
PCs.
Y like yellow.
Yep. And it's under the More option in your app on your phone, if you're on an app.
Do we have anyone raising their hand yet?
Not seeing anybody yet.
They are raised and then lowered it. You know, if that makes you take it back.
Anyone yet, Willie?
Not so far.
Okay, and I think we've gone plenty of time on that. We will now open up the voting for this resolution. If you are for this resolution, you will vote with the number 1. And if you are against this resolution, then you will vote with the number 2. And Willie, if you'll say that number again, please.
Sorry, it helps if I unmute. The number to call is area code 201-571-6406. Again, it's 201-571-6406.
And is polling now open, Willie?
Polling is now open for 90
Thank you, sir.
seconds.
Danielle, give us a door prize.
All right, everybody. So I have some really fun gifts here, or door prizes. So one of them is some stud earrings and a nice pretty box. We have a spinner that it says, I wrote it in Braille, so it says, I guess I have to turn it around. It's a silver and black spinner. And then we have it's a metal iPhone gripper, just kind of like the dog, except it's just kind of plain. So no little animals or anything. But so we have 4 things. Oh, and one other thing, $60 in yellow cab vouchers that you can use in Salt Lake. If I call your name and you are not in Salt Lake, just let me know when you text me, so that way we can get you something else. All right, let's do this. Spin, spin, spin. Okay. This also comes with a gift bag. So there's more than just those few items. All right. So we have Doreen Kelly, Darren. Darren, sorry. Darren Kelly.
Darren Kelly.
So text me at 253-569-3397 and we'll get you your prize.
Outstanding. Thank you, Danielle.
Okay, and we're going to close the vote.
Votes are still coming in, but the polls will close very, very soon. All right, so I have just gotten the results from Willie, and it is 100% do pass. So the resolution passes. All right, excellent. So Mr. Resolutions Committee Chairperson, Carl Smith, if you will go with our second resolution, please.
Thank you, Mr. President. The second resolution, 2020-02, relates to Braille literacy. Those of you who may or may not have been here yesterday, be aware this resolution refers back to one made in 2019, which is much longer, and we won't read that here now, but it refers to it and encourages additional action to be taken. Michael?
Resolution 2020-02, TVI Braille Literacy Certification. Proponent, Carl Smith. Whereas on April 12th of 2019, the National Federation of the Blind of Utah in convention assembled unanimously passed Resolution 2019-02 regarding Braille instruction and licensing of TVIs in Utah. And whereas this resolution documented suspension of the rules by the Utah State Board of Education requiring teachers seeking their TVI certification to pass a Braille competency exam, and whereas the NFB of Utah is aware of more than one teacher receiving their TVI certification without being required to pass the Braille competency exam, and whereas, as required by Resolution 2019-02, the NFB of Utah presented our concerns in public and in writing to the Board of Education, the Utah School for the Deaf and the Blind, and the Utah State Legislature. And whereas, despite this, our concerns were ignored and no action was taken. Now, therefore, be it resolved by the National Federation of the Blind of Utah and convention assembled this 10th day of October 2020 in Salt Lake City, Utah, that this organization reaffirm our support of Resolution 2019-02, and be it further resolved that this organization condemn and deplore the Utah State Board of Education and the Utah School for the Blind for their callous disregard for the needs of blind children and their lack of action in dealing with this vital matter. And be it further resolved that we partner with the Disability Law Center to assist us in mapping out our legal remedies up to and including instituting legal action against the Utah State Board of Education and the Utah School for the Blind for their clear violation of the Blind Persons Literacy Rights and Education Act enacted into law in 1994.
Committee recommends a do pass.
Okay, Carl, thank you very much for reading that. And Mike, for telling me that. Michael, of course, your reading of the resolution is outstanding. So this is resolution number 2, and we will take a moment to see if there's any hands raised who would like to speak for or against this resolution.
Turley?
So we have a hand raised on this?
Mark Turley, yes.
Mark Turley seeking the floor. Go ahead, Mark.
It's a minor thing, but at the end in the whereas part, it says Utah School for the Blind. Should it actually say Utah School for the Deaf and Blind?
There was a part where I said deaf, actually, and I'm looking back and I think I don't know, I must have had a phantom word in there because I'm doing it.
I think Mike added that word because
I did. I apologize.
I always call it Utah School for the Blind. I don't call it School for the Deaf and Blind.
Yeah.
And I know they do. Okay. I just typically refer to it as a School for the Blind.
I can reread that whereas portion again since I messed it up.
No, the whereas was Utah School for the Blind. I just hadn't heard it referred to that way.
Tina has a question.
So USDB definitely designates themselves into 2 entities, right? So the first side is the deaf school, second is the blind school. And they're aware of that, and so is the Department of Education.
Okay.
And Sarah Earp has a question.
Thank you. I am definitely in support of this, but I would like to have a little bit of follow-up, I think, of what is currently being done, since this is from last year. And if there is a stipulation that that the suspension was just to get them hired, and then what timeline the teachers that they were hiring had to obtain their certification. So just a little bit of follow-up, I think, is helpful so that we're getting the whole story.
Could I answer that?
Sarah, and I think that's something that we want to do as well. I know when we made this presentation to the State Board of Education, Carl actually presented this at the State Board of Education, and I believe Superintendent Coleman was there. Not correct, Carl?
Yes, he was. Yes.
Yeah. We had not heard any kind of response since. This matter was also brought to our attention by the University of Utah. Is that not correct, Carl?
Correct. Yep. And I would just like to say, Sarah, I agree with you. It would be nice to find this out. My understanding, though, from last year, that those people were given their certification with no strings attached. Now, That may be different. I don't know, but my understanding was they received it. They were a little surprised. In fact, one woman was a bit surprised to just receive her certification. And I don't know how private that kind of information is. As we can find out who has it and who doesn't. I think I heard you yesterday in the parents meeting asking that question, and it's a good one. I don't know quite how we can find out whether, which of these teachers do or do not have the Braille certification. Maybe you know more about that than I do, but I don't know if that's private or if that information is available to us.
Thank you so much. I'm happy to help follow up and get a little bit of more information as we move forward with this.
That would be great.
Any other hands raised?
Not seeing any.
Not seeing any. Okay. Then I think we'll move on to voting on the resolution. So once again, if you are for this resolution, you will choose the number 1 in your vote, in your text, or if you're calling. And then if you are against this resolution, then you will choose the number 2 in your text or if you're calling. And Willie, if you'll say the number again and let us know when the polls are open.
Okay, yep, we have the number on the screen, and it is area code 201-571-6406, 201-571-6406. And the polls are open, yes.
Danielle, are you ready for a door prize?
All right, I'm here. Sorry about that, everybody. Okay. So the last door prize that I called out, I did not get a call back or text. So I'm going to put them back in the spinner, but I am going to add to that. Woo! So we're going to add $20. $20 to our pile of door prize items. And let's see, I think I could probably add one more thing. Let's see here. I'm going to scrounge around in my awesome pile of goodies here. Oh, I know. We have this awesome, it's a purse. It's a brown kind of tan purse. It has a strap and it also comes with a case, an iPhone case and a strap. So I'm adding that all together in this one big pile. So $20, a spinner, an iPhone gripper, like for your phone. You have $60 in Yellow Cab vouchers if you are from Salt Lake. And we have this awesome purse / iPhone holder. So I'm going to do this while we're still voting. Let me know when to stop, guys. Okay. Okay. This winner is Nathan Ostergaard. Yeah, I couldn't.
Nathan Ostergaard.
Oh. So yes, Nathan, please, if you're available or you hear me, please call me or text me at 253-569-3397. Thanks.
Okay. Just so everyone knows, we have one more resolution that we'll be doing. Then we will be holding elections. We also will have a PAC plan report from Chris Wyckoff, our PAC plan chairperson. And then we will be getting the auction items just a little bit later, a little bit after 3:30, 3:45, right in there. So just waiting on the results for this resolutions. All right, and we have the results for this resolution. And just so everyone understands, 97 for and 3 were against. So we're trying to give you those results. That is definitely That's a percentage, 97% for, 3% against. So that kind of tells you that definitely the convention was in favor of this resolution. So the resolution does pass. Okay. We will move on to the third resolution, Mr. Chairperson.
Mr. President, it muted me. Can you hear me now?
We got you.
Okay, it just decided to mute me all of a sudden. No, it did it again.
We still hear you, Carl.
Oh, you do? Okay, there we go. Well, it said audio, something about it. Okay, sorry about that. This next resolution, Resolution 2020-03, is dealing with an issue which I would have thought we had covered and dealt with long ago, but apparently not. This has to do with discrimination against blind users of service dogs. This resolution, again, 2020-03. Michael?
Excuse me. Discrimination against blind people using service animals. Proponents, Tina Reisner and Ryan Bodwin. Whereas blind people using service dogs have routinely been refused service at the Bombay Grill in Ogden, and whereas press accounts document multiple incidents going back at least 10 years of disabled individuals, including the blind, using service dogs being refused service at the Bombay Grill, and whereas on Saturday, October 19th, 2019, members of the Utah Association of Guide Dog Users traveled to Ogden to patronize the Bombay Grill restaurant using their service dogs as permitted by law, and were refused service by the restaurant owner. And whereas this event was thoroughly documented via video, and whereas when notified of the situation, the Ogden Police Department refused to do their duty by enforcing state law defined in Utah Code 62A-5B-106, guaranteeing service dog users access to places of public accommodation. And whereas when alerted to the Ogden Police Department's inaction in this matter, Utah Attorney General Sean Reyes refused to respond to a request for review. And whereas after filing a complaint with the Civil Rights Division of the U.S. Department of Justice, they refused to take enforcement action against the Bombay Grill based on provisions of the Americans with Disabilities Act. And whereas at the request of the Disability Law Center, the NFBU collected evidence of the complete lack of support from all three of the above listed entities. Now, therefore, be it resolved by the National Federation of the Blind of Utah in convention assembled this 10th day of October 2020 in Salt Lake City, Utah, that this organization condemn and deplore the Ogden Police Department and Attorney General Sean Reyes for their inaction in refusing to do their legal duty protecting the rights of blind service dog users. And be it further resolved that the NFBU use all resources available to us, such as bringing press attention to the problem, contacting the Ogden City government, state legislators, and any others who may be in a position to bring pressure to bear to resolve the problem. And be it further resolved that we again petition the U.S. Department of Justice with our updated information to seek their assistance in resolving this case. And be it further resolved that we present the evidence we have collected to the Disability Law Center and request their assistance in bringing whatever legal action deemed necessary to resolve the problem in the future.
Committee recommends do pass.
Okay, thank you, Carl, very much. Again, we're going to ask that if people want to speak for or against this resolution, that they raise their hands. While we're waiting for people to raise their hands, I just want to say a huge thank you to the Resolutions Committee, especially the chairperson, Carl Smith, for his tireless work on making sure these resolutions are ready to go. Thank you, Michael Harris, for your outstanding reading of the resolutions. Our committee is a very strong resolutions committee. We've got some brilliant minds on that committee, and I appreciate the hard work they have put into that resolutions committee. So thank you again, Carl. All right, is there any hands raised?
I don't have any yet.
Just going to give it just a few more seconds. Do we have one hand raised? Sarah Erb, did Sarah Erb raise her hand?
She did, yes.
Okay,
Yes.
Sarah.
This is actually Maeve. Go ahead, Maeve.
Oh, Maeve.
I want to bring an end to guide dogs not coming in to restaurants. So what I'm gonna say is, if I had a guide dog, then I'd say, this is my dog. I need it with me because it's my guide dog. And
go ahead and finish up.
If I don't have it with, I'd be like, where's the table? Where's the chairs?
Okay, thank you.
And so
we're gonna put ourselves
so
on
I'd
mute so someone
say-
else can take a turn.
So I definitely think Maeve is for this resolution. Wouldn't you say, Sarah?
You're here.
Yes.
That is outstanding.
Wonderful.
Aaron Tim had a question.
Aaron Tim, you had a question?
Hey, I was just wondering why. I love the revisions. I think Carl did a fantastic job. Just wondering why we're not condemning the Bombay Grill itself. If there's a good reason for that, that's fine. And I know we can't amend resolutions. I just wanted to comment that clearly this particular restaurant has a problem. That's it. Just thanks.
Mr. President.
Go ahead, Carl.
That's actually wasn't the question I thought she was going to ask. You could put it in there. I didn't think about it, to be honest with you.
I don't even know if the Bombay Grill's still open.
I don't either. Well, that's a good question.
It
I don't
is
know.
still open, yes.
It is still open. Okay.
I mean,
Yeah,
I'm not
I
opposed
know-
to adding that if nobody else is. I don't have a problem with it.
Yeah, I don't have a problem with putting that in either. So that would be an amendment. We would add the Bombay Grill to the condemn and deplore part.
Right.
Correct. Okay. Good catch, Aaron. Thank you.
And I know this is William speaking for, I know that Marnie was probably the first guide dog user back in, I believe it was 2011 or 12 that was refused by him. And the police did refuse to do anything for us. We do have a case number, and it should have been a Class C misdemeanor. So I definitely encourage vote for yes on that.
Okay, and I guess Tina has her hand up. Tina?
She does.
Yeah, just quick.
Tina, did we lose you?
Oh yeah, sorry. So this just might be a technicality question, Carl. So you do mention service dogs a few times. Would it be beneficiary to mention the type of service dog that this case is being mentioned, this resolution is being mentioned?
To me, I think it's pretty straightforward.
I'm assuming with blind people, a service dog. I mean, I wasn't sure. I'm not sure what else we would call them. Do you have is there something else? Is there something that's not clear?
No, I just wonder. I just wondered. Thank you.
Oh, good question, Tina. Thank you. I appreciate it. All right. I think we will go ahead and open the polls for this resolution. This is resolution number 3. If you are for this resolution, then you will vote using the number 1. And if you are against this resolution, you will vote using the number 2. And once again, Willie, if you'll read the phone number and then let us know when the polls are open.
The polls are open, and we'll give you 90 seconds after we read the number. It is area code 201-571-6406, 201-571-6406.
All right. And Danielle, if you'll give us a door prize.
So just a minor glitch ever in the system. It is going to tell you
Okay.
that you're still voting for 002 or for resolution 02, but the polling system is open for 03 and your vote will count for 03.
Okay. Thank you, Willie.
Okay, so you guys can hear me. Awesome. Okay, so nobody texted me for the last 2 times of a door prize. So the door prize is getting bigger and bigger. So again, kind of going back through what we have a iPhone gripper that you can kind of use as a tripod. We have this lovely gift bag that I've talked about many times with the Zest Fully Clean and our face mask. We have a spinner. We have $20 in cash. We have stud earrings, and and the purse with the iPhone case and the strap and everything. So all that, I'm going to call out another person's name or do our little spinner. Sorry, this bag is just really heavy. There's so much stuff in it. It's like not even funny. Like, it's going to be interesting to mail whoever gets this. So either that or they can come pick it up. All right. And our lovely winner is Maveris. Maveris Nelson. Is that correct?
It's Severus Nelson.
Yeah, I couldn't say it very well. Sorry.
I think that's Katie Nelson's child. I believe so.
Yes. So if you are here or you're listening in, text me at 253-569-3397 and we'll get you your door prize. Thanks.
Actually, an X, not an M at the beginning.
And the poll is closed.
Polls are now closed, Willie. Good. We'll wait for the results.
Okay, so I have to apologize. It didn't record our results. We need to vote again. I'm sorry, Everett.
We're going to have to load it again and vote again?
Yep, I've just...
Okay, well.
It's reactive, so you can vote now.
So the polls are now open?
Yes.
Okay, and we will take a vote again. This is resolution number 3, 1 for yes and 2 for no.
And the number is 201-571-6406.
Danielle, give us another door prize.
All right, I'm going to give another door prize. So we have $100 if you're in the Salt Lake County of Yellow Cab vouchers. You're going to get a gift bag. You're going to get a spinner. And how about some essential oils in your gift bag with your little goodie treats with the water bottle and all those fun snacks. Okay, so let's pick out a name. I'm still waiting for the Nelsons to text me for their other door prize. So since we're waiting for that, this is going to Juliana Abarra. A-B-A-R-R-A.
Julia Ibarra.
Julia Ibarra.
Julie Ibarra.
Sorry, guys.
Julie's in our Utah Valley chapter.
Yep. So if you hear me, Julie, text me at my number at 253-569-3397, or you can always text Everett if you have his number. And just waiting to hear from the Nelsons and Julie. Thanks.
All right. Great, Danielle. Thank you very much. And how much longer will the polls be open there, Willie?
Just another couple of seconds and we'll close them.
You know, this is a new system that we are using. It was only used by the national convention. And so we're one of the first affiliates to use this Swift balloting system. Willie and Sherilyn went through a training on this. It was an extensive training and it was even recorded. And so it was pretty amazing that they did what they did and learned what they learned. And I'm so proud of them and the hard work that they have. Okay, I have a percentage. We have 94% for the resolution and only 6% against. So that's a majority vote. So the resolution passes. All right. Thank you again, Resolutions Committee. We will now move on to the elections part of our business meeting. There are a number of different positions that are open for election, and how I'm going to just kind of go over how this is going to work. What we will do is we will have a report from the nominating committee in a little bit, and we will then have that nominating committee report, and then we will move into the elections. One of the things that how we will do it once elections open, so I want people to be thinking about it, is after the nominating committee reports and we open up for different positions up for election, you can nominate somebody from the floor. You will have to use the raise your hand function. So if that's something you want to, if you want to nominate someone from the floor, you'll have to use the raise your hand function. I urge you to check with the person you're going to nominate and make sure that they want to be nominated. That is important. We also require that people are here. You know, it's important that individuals are here for election. So it'd be pretty, in our Constitution, if you're not here, then you can't be elected. So that is something to remember. Okay, then let's get a report from the nominating committee. Carl Smith is chair of our nominating committee. So Carl, if you're ready, we'll get that report from you.
Thank you, Mr. President. I've taken off my resolutions hat. I just want to say one more time, thanks to the resolutions committee. Thanks to those of you who voted for the resolutions. We will put these in our pile of things to do, and we'll continue to work on them. The nominating committee, I want to thank them for their help. We met Thursday night and we went over the slate of officers that are currently up this year. The officers or the positions which are up this year are president, currently held by Everett Bacon, treasurer, currently held by Mark Turley. Then there are 3 board positions held by Ken Duke, Ned Lindholm, and Laura Vincent. Nominating committee wishes to place in nomination for president, Everett Bacon, for treasurer, Mark Turley, for the 3 board positions, Ken Duke, Ned Lindholm, and Laura Vincent. That's our report.
All right, thank you very much. Thank you very much, Carl. Okay, thank you very much, Carl. I appreciate that. The nominating committee report. Do I have a motion to accept the nominating committee report? James Bybee has so moved it. Do I have a second?
I second.
Willie is seconded. And I didn't get this question into Willie, so we are going to do this a little differently for the nominating committee. If you are in favor of the nominating committee report, raise your hand. Danielle's raising her hand in here. And now, Willie, if you will lower all hands, let me know when you've got that done.
Okay, we've lowered all hands.
All
And-
hands are lowered. If you are not in favor of accepting the nominating committee report, if you'll raise your hand. Remember, if you're not in favor.
I'm not seeing any hands.
All right, then the nominating committee report passes, and we'll accept the nominating committee. And now we will open up for elections. So the first election is for the position of president. I cannot run my own election, and so I appreciate being nominated by the nominating committee, and I accept the nomination. So I'm going to pass the baton or the gavel over to Sherilyn Creer, kind of imaginary. And Sherilyn, if you will run this election, please.
Sure. The nominating committee has placed the name of Everett Bacon in the position of affiliate president. Are there any other nominations from the floor? I guess maybe we need to wait a second in case people need to raise hand. Are there any other nominations from the floor? Are there any other nominations from the floor for the position of affiliate president?
I'm not seeing any other hands. So
Okay.
I move that we
Is there-
elect Everett by acclamation.
Second.
Okay, we've had a motion that nominations cease and we elect Everett by acclamation. Now I can ask for the vote. All in favor of electing Everett? Are you putting this up as a vote for us now, Willie?
Aye.
Yes, the poll is open. If you will
Okay.
press 1 to elect Everett
1.
and 2 against. And once again, that'll be about 90 seconds. The phone number that you'll want to call is area code 201-571-6406, 201-571-6406.
So Everett, for clarification, would you like for Willie to let me know what the results are of the vote? And then I will announce that. Just for this first position.
Yeah, I think that was our plan, Sherilyn.
Okay.
We'll give it just a few more seconds extra.
What?
And the poll is closed and the results have been delivered.
Okay, it is unanimous in favor of electing Everett Bacon as president of the NFB of Utah. Congratulations, Everett.
Okay, and I just got a text that they've been taken off of the internet, so they're getting back online.
Oh.
So we'll have to tell him when he gets back in here. Just be a moment. Gotta love the technical difficulties.
What a time to be taken off when just as you're being voted
really,
into office.
I'm trying to decide, do we come up with some kind of a prank in the meantime?
We should just tell him everybody voted for Marnie.
I guess he wanted to be anonymous.
Mickey Mouse.
Yeah,
for
he took this
president.
seriously. He was not going to be involved with his
That's
own
right.
election.
So does that mean a door prize?
Let's do a door prize.
Yeah.
All right. Well, the last
Marnie wants a door
person
prize.
who I pulled out did not send me a message. So let's do it. Woo! All right. Come on. Let's get something. Okay. Okay. We have Jade Vincent?
Jade Vincent.
Yeah, Laura's husband.
Woo! Hi. Okay. Well, so that's basically a spinner, $100 of Yellow Cab vouchers, and other items that I said last time. So let me know if he's available. If you need my
Danielle,
number, yes.
Well, we're on a kind of hold for a second. I might have missed a description of what the spinner is. Can you describe what the spinners
The
are?
fidget spinner. It's
I do know
I'm
fidget
sorry.
spinner. Okay.
Yeah, sorry. I probably should have been in more detail.
That's okay.
I always just call them spinner,
That's
but yeah,
fine.
there's many different types of fidget spinners that we
Yeah.
have. We have
Fun.
some heavy duty ones. We have some like all different colored ones. So we've been able to be very lucky and to have some really cool door prizes. So
Yeah, awesome. Thank you.
You're welcome.
I think I'm back, Sherilyn.
We got you
Yeah.
back.
You gotta love technology, and I do technology for a living, and it's still will drive you
Well,
crazy.
You had a
with,
good run at
tech
president,
and
Everett.
How things work.
Yeah.
So
we
did I win,
debated
Sherilyn?
how we debated how to break the news. The joke has been that Marnie would become affiliate president, but it was unanimous in favor of you. So congratulations.
But
Thank
Marty
you,
does
Sherilyn.
give you her
And-
support.
Thank you, Will. And the funny thing is, I heard everything because we have another computer where we're playing the convention, so we can hear everything. We just couldn't talk.
Okay.
So, but I so much appreciate it. I think it's funny the relationships that we all have together. We've grown as a family. Our board of directors, and I so much appreciate Sherilyn, Willie, Carl, and so on for the support that they give me. And it's
You know what that means.
Sorry, Mark, could you mute?
Oh, I apologize.
Thank you. And even our treasurer, Mark Turley, he's a great support as well. But I appreciate all of the support from the board of directors. I definitely appreciate the support of the affiliate. It's an honor and a pleasure to serve as your president. It's something that I wake up every day kind of pinching myself that I get to do this. I really enjoy. I love doing it. And I think about how we can continue to grow and make our affiliate better. I also think about how we can make our entire organization better on a national level, being a part of the National Board of Directors. But it's an honor. It's a lot of work, but I don't really consider it work. I have a great support system. My wife, Angela, supports me all the time and allows me time to do this and doesn't complain that I'm gone all the time and doing Zoom meetings every other night, it seems like. And I just have so much support, and I'm so grateful and thankful to that. And as I said before, it's an honor to serve as your president. So thank you very much for the support. And we're going to look forward to doing great things in 2021 and 2022. And I look forward to the future and what it's going to be. We'll move right along in our elections. Our next position that is up for election. The nominating committee has placed the name of Mark Turley in for treasurer. So he changed his name. He didn't realize it. So the nominating committee has placed the name of Mark Turley in for treasurer. And we will open up. Are there any other nominations from the floor? Again, if you'll raise your hand. Any other nominations from the floor? Any other nominations from the floor?
I am not seeing any hands.
All right, James has moved that nominations cease and that Mark Turley be elected by acclamation. Do I have a second?
Second.
Second.
Okay, it's been seconded. All right, and now we will go ahead and open the polls. Willie, if you'll let us know when the polls are open, you will vote 1 if you're in favor of Mark Turley to be treasurer. And I guess if you're not, you would just not vote.
Or you can vote 2 against.
Can vote 2.
But the poll is now open. It'll be
Polls
open
are
for
now
about.
open. All right, while we're doing the polls, Danielle, if you'll give us a door prize.
While we're waiting for Danielle, just to let you know, the number again is 201-571-6406. 201-571-6406.
Okay, I'm here. So let's do some more fun stuff. Thank you so much, Jade, for texting me to let me know you wanted your door prize, which is really awesome. Okay, so now we have another. We're getting down to this is probably the last iPhone gripper that we got. Oh, there is actually one more. So this one is. You want to tell me if this is anything special?
That's again kind of shaped like a dog, 4 legs that have a couple of joints in them, so you can wrap it around, grip it onto something. And then, I suppose this one, it looks like it has a unicorn sort of horn. So I suppose that's what it is. It's a unicorn that holds your phone in its mouth.
Oh, okay. Then we have some really fun, when you do your clothes. I mean, hey, since we've been all been stuck at home, you might need some dryer balls to clean your clothes. You can't be sitting in your clothes all the time. Okay, you got to wash them. And so we have, and then our lovely gift bags with our water bottle and our little treats that you can enjoy listening to Zoom things or watching Netflix or something. So we're going to go small for that for right now, and then we'll see. Okay.
The wheel is spinning.
Okay. Opening the magic door. I'm going to close my eyes. No, my eyes are already closed. Okay. Guess what? Adam Rushforth, you have won a prize.
All right. Hope Adam is listening.
I think he was. He asked me earlier who won, so he's
Awesome.
eagerly waiting.
So Adam, you'll send a text to Danielle. I think you know her number.
Yes. Thanks, everybody.
All right. And I think the polls are getting close to closing.
Your whisper.
100% for Mark. So Mark Turley, congratulations. You are elected treasurer, and it's a pleasure to serve with you, sir. Mark, did you want to say anything?
I'm good. Thank you very much.
Okay.
That's all.
Thank you, Mark. I appreciate it.
You heard enough from me today.
All right. Okay, moving on to board of director positions. There are 3 positions. They don't have any particular order, but the nominating committee has placed the name of Ken Duke for a nomination to our board of directors. Are there any other nominations from the floor? Any other nominations from the floor? Any other nominations from the floor?
Move that nomination cease and he be elected by acclamation.
And to confirm, we have no hands.
No hands, okay. And James has moved that Ken Duke be elected by acclamation. Do I have a second?
Second.
Second.
We have a second. Okay, then we will now begin to open the polls, and you can vote 1 for Ken Duke and 2 for if you don't feel that Ken Duke should be elected. So remember 1 if you're voting in favor of Ken. And Willie, are those polls open?
The polls are open.
All right, Danielle, you ready?
All right. So I'm going to give away some lovely smelling. I always think I say it wrong. Delterra or the lotion and some essential oils and $20 cash. So let's pick out a person. Okay. All right. So we have Carlton and Cook.
Yay.
Woo!
Who is this?
Carlton and Cook.
Carlton and Cook Walker, right?
Yes.
Yes.
It just,
Carlton
I don't
Walker.
have Walker. I don't know. I guess I just have that part. So sorry about that.
Carlton was on our parents division meeting last night. It was a great help to our parents division. We love Carlton. She came to our convention back when we were, last time I think we were in Provo. So it was exciting to have Carlton here in person. Are the polls closed yet, Willie?
Sorry, just got about 10 more seconds.
All right.
So Carlton, if you can text me at 253-569-3397, we'll get your prize out to you.
All right, and we have the results, 100% in favor of Ken Duke being elected to the board of directors. So congratulations, Ken. I know you're on co-host, so if you want to unmute yourself and say a few words, that'd be great. Congratulations.
Thank you, Everett. Thank you to everybody. I'm very excited to serve as a board member, and hopefully I can contribute as well as everybody else has. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Ken. Appreciate you very much and appreciate the hard work you put in for our board of directors. The name of Dr. Ned Lindholm has been placed in nomination by the nominating committee for board of directors. Any nominations from the floor? Any nominations from the floor? Any other nominations from the floor?
I move nominations cease and we elect Ned by acclamation.
Okay,
no hands.
No hands. So we have a motion that Ned be elected by acclamation.
Second that.
And we have a second. Okay, and so now we will open up the polls to elect Ned. You will select the number 1 or text the number 1, or you can select the number 2 if you're not in favor of Ned. Number 1 if you're voting for Ned. And Willie, are the polls open?
Polls are open.
Okay. Danielle, are you ready? Okay. Danielle will be ready in a minute. I just got a text from Sandy Streeter, who's been listening in Idaho. So thank you, Sandy. Hope you're enjoying it. I also see that Mac Biggers and Sonia Biggers are on, and all the way from New Jersey, watching this convention. Of course, Mac and Sonia were longtime members of our Federation family here in Utah, and I think they still kind of think of Utah as home. So,
All right,
I
Mr.
believe
President.
Carlton just joined us, so I think Carlton has been on. So we can definitely count that Carlton's here.
Carlton, yeah, did you text me? I didn't hear nothing, but actually I was away from my phone, so you probably did. Okay, for the next door prize, we have a fidget spinner. We have some cute little earrings. We'll have a lotion. And last but not least, the last iPhone gripper that we have here. So we have 3 items: the iPhone gripper, like little stud earrings, and a fidget spinner. Okay, so let's see who we got. I haven't looked yet. I have to make sure the door is locked so none of the names just decide to fall out. Okay. Preston Rock. Preston
Rock, great.
If you're
Okay.
here, let me know. 253
All right, thank you.
569
And the
3397.
results are in. Dr. Ned Lindholm has been elected to the board of directors. So congratulations, Ned. Ned, do you want to say a few words?
Yeah, can everybody hear me okay?
We can hear you.
We got you.
Okay. Thanks. I've been having connection issues all day today, so it's kind of hit and miss.
You ain't the only one.
Well, yeah. Well, first of all, thank you to the entire affiliate, to the entire board. You know, everybody, I guess here, a lot of people here kind of know my story and know that I'm fairly new to the blind community. You know, I just want you all to know I do not take this lightly. I consider it a huge responsibility as well as a privilege to serve on this board. So thank you.
Thank you, Ned. I appreciate you and appreciate your report earlier and your service to the board of directors. Got some more noise there. Okay, we have one more board position up. The nominating committee has placed the name of Laura Vincent for nomination. Once again, if you want to nominate someone from the floor, you can do that by raising your hand. Any nominations from the floor? Any nominations from the floor? Any other nominations from the floor?
David Creel has a hand.
David Carrillo has a hand raised. David?
No, I'm just making the movement to cease nominations.
Oh, okay. Well, that's
Yes.
great. I
Yeah,
love that,
and-
David. Thank you.
You're welcome.
That you would like to cease nominations and elect Laura by acclamation?
Yes, sir.
All right. So David has made that nomination. Do I have a second?
I second it.
All right. It's been moved and seconded. So now we will open up the polls, and all of those in favor of voting for Laura Vincent, you will text the number 1. If you're not in favor, you will text the number 2. 1 for Laura Vincent, 2 for not. And polls are open, right, Willie?
Poll is open, yes.
Okay.
All right, we ready for a door
Go
prize?
for it.
Okay, so I am going to give away something fun that you can do with your family. It's a huge football. It doesn't beep, but you know, you can still play with it. Flashlight for when it gets dark outside, just saying. You can give it to somebody at least. We got a fidget spinner. And let's draw a person while we are waiting to see the results. Okay. So suspenseful. Okay, we have Rebecca Jacobs. Jakeman, sorry.
Rebecca Jakeman. Yeah.
Text me at 253-569-3397. We'll love to give you a prize.
Excellent. I got a couple other texts. I think I read this name earlier, but she texted me again. So Marcy Carpenter is listening. So welcome, Marcy. And then I got a text from one of our former members of the Utah affiliate, Tori West. Tori West, who did her training at Louisiana Center for the Blind, kind of half normal training and then half through the pandemic, but is a graduate of the Louisiana Center for the Blind and is now living in New Orleans and I believe is going to school. So welcome, Tori. We're glad you're listening from all the way from New Orleans. And polls are still about to be closing, I'm assuming, and we'll be getting those results in just a minute.
Sorry, those polls are closed now.
Those polls are closed now. Good. We'll have the results. All right. And we had 94% for Laura. So definitely majority rules. So Laura, you have been elected to the board of directors. So Laura, congratulations. Laura, would you like to say something?
Yes, I would. I want to thank, first of all, I want to thank President Bacon for believing in me and giving me support and mentorship. I want to thank the nomination committee for considering me, and I want to thank the Utah Valley chapter, the Spanish division, and the at-large group for all their support. I've enjoyed working side by side along all of them, and I've enjoyed working with every single one of you, and know that if you ever need any assistance, I'm always here to help. I will try to do my best to serve you all, and it's truly an honor to serve on the board of directors, so thank you.
Awesome. Thank you so much, Laura. You're a delight to work with. Laura cares so much about everything she does, and Laura and I text on a regular basis, and she's just an absolute delight to have on our board of directors. Works very hard, her wonderful family, and I'm really glad to have Laura here. And on that note, we will now close elections. So again, congratulations to all of our board of directors. We appreciate your service. And guess what? Now we have a lot of work to do. So we're going to go out there and get it done.
Turley?
Mark Turley, are you seeking the floor?
Yes.
Okay.
Could we go ahead and elect delegate and the alternate delegate?
Well, normally we would do that, but since we're not, we're hopefully going to have a convention in March, and we don't have
a convention, no convention
until
before the
July,
next convention. You're
we
right.
can
You're
hold
right.
off on that one.
Okay.
But good call, Mark. Since I have forgotten it before, and I know you're trying to save my bacon on that. I appreciate that.
Exactly. This is the first year I finally remember to say that.
I appreciate it very much. I got a text from Scott Labar in Colorado. Scott Labar is listening, so that's my pretend Scott Labar impersonation. So, Willie and Sherilyn, I can't say enough my gratitude to you for your hard work in managing these elections and these voting procedures. This was not easy. This was definitely a difficult task, something that we weren't used to. No one signed us up for this, but we took the assignment, and I appreciate the two of you and how hard you have worked to make this happen. Thank you again, and I hope everyone thanks Willie and Sherilyn for their hard work on this. So we will move on. We have finished most of the business procedures. We do have a couple more things that we want to do during this, the rest of our time. Chris Wyckoff is here, correct? I believe Chris Wyckoff is here. He texted me earlier.
He is
saying
here.
was here.
There you go. So that's there.
Can you hear
Chris
me?
Wyckoff is our PAC plan chairperson. So
We have you, Chris.
Okay, great.
Good.
I'll have
There you
to-
are, Chris.
I'll do my best Scott LaBar impression, since that's normally what he does at our national conventions. A shout out to everybody there in the organizing committee, and everyone, congratulations for a job well done. Well done. I think you should run the national presidential election. It'd be all be over in 15 minutes. Congratulations, Everett, on being selected president. It's well earned. And there's an enormous amount of work that goes that we don't see, that just we can't say enough words to thank you. So appreciate that. Wonderful talks today from a whole variety of people, and great. And I hope everybody gets a chance to listen to Anil Lewis tonight. I met him in 2007 when he first came to Utah, and I was pretty new with the Federation, and I really enjoyed his insights that helped me understand what I needed to do, and worried about my vision. And the vision I really needed to do was to look inside myself and to determine what I wanted to do, and how was there a way forward for me to do that. And the NFB and Anil did that for me, and many others, particularly here in Utah, who I consider my friends as well over the years. Too many to mention, but including Rod Gardner, our previous president. Even though I'm from the Salt Lake chapter, Kay and I are broadcasting here live from the Red Mountain Resort in Snow Canyon, just outside of St. George, Utah. We're down here for Kay's oldest son is getting married, and we're having a great time down here. I'm here to talk about the PAC plan and to build some enthusiasm for that. That's our pre-authorized contribution plan. You can have money taken out of your checking account, savings account, debit card, credit card, and donate a small portion of that for our movement, for our general fund, for the national office, their legal services that they do, many programs and activities, White Cane, a variety of things that keep everything running. Members across the United States contribute about $500,000 a year to that program. Here in the Utah, we're right around $10,000 in our annual contribution, and we're ranked about 15th in the nation. We've fallen down a few spots over the last couple of years, so we'd like to build that back up. We think Utah can do better, and we're going to work to do that. So it's very easy to do now. The national office has put a website for us to do that. It's nfb.org/PAC, PAC. And it's easy to get on there and start a new account if you haven't contributed in the past, or to add to your current account. And I would commit a personal commitment of mine that we do that as a family. We've increased our pledge this year, and we want to challenge you to do the same, and to think about what's important. And we look at that as an investment in our future. It may not be mine particularly, but people who come after us, and for those scholarship winners. And so, and just like a savings investment, it's going to pay dividends. And that's really what we want. So we're going to have, we have an annual drawing. We're giving away 5 $20 gift certificates to Cafe Rio. And all those who have contributed in the last year are in there. We were going to shorten it, but we couldn't get the data for that. So everybody who's contributed in the last year is in there. And we'll pull out the 5 names, and you can text me or email me, or I will try and get in touch with you so we can get those mailed to you. Probably the best way to do that. My phone number is 801-427-7442. And you can text me at Chris, CHRIS, LSU, where I went to college, LSU 99@gmail.com. But before the drawing, Kay wants to sing for us.
No, we're singing together.
Who's ready to sing out there? Wake up, everybody. We're going to do the PAC plan song. Here we go. Ready? 1, 2, 3. Get on the Pack Plan, sign up today. We need your contributions right away. Funding our movement, it must be done. So all our battles can be won. Get on the Pack Plan, sign up today. We need your contributions right away. Funding our movement, it must be done. So all our battles can be won. Thank you. Thank you. Sorry, we didn't quite have the talent level as our national anthem yesterday morning. But okay, if you can see Kay, she's got a basket. I'm going to hold it up a little higher.
No, it doesn't have to be higher. Right
Okay,
there.
she's going to stir around and pick out our first name. We're going to go through these 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We'll pick them out. Kay, you read the
His
name.
name is Richard Condy.
Richard Condy is our first winner. Did you hear that, Everett?
And you do
I
not have
did.
to be here for this.
Yeah, you don't have to be here for this. If you made a contribution in the last year,
Richard Condy.
Aaron Tim.
Aaron Tim.
Aaron Tim. We know Aaron's here.
Okay.
James Bybee.
James Bybee.
James
All right.
Bybee. Way to
Sorry,
go,
he-
James.
apparently he's not here.
That's okay. You don't have to be.
You don't have to be.
No,
You don't have
he's here. That's him talking.
Yeah.
Edwin Lindholm.
All right. Is it Ed?
All right.
Edwin.
Yeah.
All right. This is the last one.
The last name.
Asher Blakely.
Asher Blakely.
Asher Blakely. Excellent.
All right.
Okay. So
All 5 of those individuals will get a $20 gift card to Cafe Rio.
Cafe Rio. Yep. And I'll make arrangements to get those. I may need some email addresses from Jerry Neely or you or somebody, but we will do that. So thank you
Hey,
very
Chris.
much. So long from St. George.
He said, I think
Hey,
he's
Chris.
Yes, go ahead.
How much does it cost to join the PAC plan?
Oh, I should have mentioned. You can contribute as little as $5 a month, more if you're in a position to do so. Usually people go in $5 increments, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, whatever you feel comfortable with. Does that answer your question?
Yeah, if you're a Starbucks coffee drinker like myself, just $5, you give up 1 Starbucks coffee and you can contribute to the PAC plan, right?
Yeah, that's right. Or, one lunch, nobody's eating out for lunches anymore, but if you were, $10 would buy your lunch in a lot of places.
Right.
So you can contribute that. It's easy to do. It's something that's needed, and people in a position to do so should contribute. So we want to encourage you to do that and to make our program go. It's an amazing organization that I found through my 15 years with the organization. It's amazing, and there's some unbelievable people in our organization. And my wife, who has a very professional position and deals with a lot of people around the country, she's always been impressed with the leadership and the quality of the NFB programs and how we run our organization. So,
and Chris, tell us one more time how they can start a PAC plan.
Okay, it's easy. You can go to www.nfb.org/PAC. If you don't want to use your website, you can use your phone to call 477 NFB 2PAC, 2PAC. And the numbers for that, I think, are 477-632-2722. If I'm correct, I believe I am.
I like NFB 2PAC, much easier.
NFB 2PAC is a good number. You can just call them. And when you give the information online, you do not give your financial information. They just take your name, what state you're from, how much you want to contribute, and then they call you in the next couple of days. So it's a private conversation with someone from the head office, and they'll get your routing and checking or credit card information, however you want to take care of that.
Yeah, so it's very
I just got a text from the official PAC chairperson on a national level, Scott Labar. Actually, that's an 877 number, not 477.
Okay.
So 877 NFB 2PAC. So once again, 877 NFB 2PAC, PAC.
Yeah.
All right. Well, thank you, Chris and Kay. Enjoy that wedding, and congratulations to you.
All right. Thanks for all you do.
All right. I can't stand being behind the NFB of Texas. I just want all of you to know that. And we are right now currently behind the NFB of Texas. We're also behind the NFB of Idaho. They're an outstanding affiliate that contributes a whole lot. I'm so proud of the 42 members of our organization who are contributing on the PAC plan. But I would love to see that raised up. The PAC plan does a lot of great things for our organization. It contributes to, I don't know if you heard about our virtual Bell Academy. Well, I know you heard about it because we talked about it yesterday, and Neil Lewis spoke about it as well. Just to kind of give you an idea, all of the different children that were part and families that were part of that virtual Bell Academy, we had to ship a huge box of materials to them. Shipping that was not, we didn't get any free shipping for that. Sometimes you get free matter for the blind shipping. We didn't get that for this. We had to pay for that shipping. And so those kinds of costs are extremely expensive to run an organization. It's imperative. If this organization means anything to you, find a way to contribute $5 each month. It'll really do a lot for our organization. We can bump up our totals. And so get on that PAC plan. Thank you very much again, Chris and Kay. And we'll move on to the last part of our agenda. We may go a little over 4, and I don't really care. I'm fine with that because we have a nice break before we get to 6:30. But our auction chairperson, Tara Purcell, and her committee has been working very hard at getting some outstanding auction items ready for you this evening that you will be able to bid on. I'm going to talk a little bit about how the auction is going to work. So what we are going to do, you do have to be logged into the Zoom account, or if you have a good friend that is logged into the Zoom account and you have them log in and give them the information. And then on the Zoom account, when you're logged in, once we have an auction item that's ready to go, the auctioneer, Cameron, he'll ask you to raise your hands if you want to bid on the opening bid amount for the item. And we'll look at all the hands raised, and then as we raise it up, maybe at $5 or $10 each time, and hands start to go down. When we get to the final 2 or 3, we'll try to unmute those final 2 or 3 and have a bidding war till we get to the highest bid and a winner. So that's how the auction will work. We have approximately 15 items. So I'm going to ask our auctioneer, Cameron Frampton, to go around the room and describe a few of these items to you right now. Cameron, are you there?
I'm here.
All right, take it away, sir.
Hello, everybody. So we're just going to be given a quick little teaser here of some of these scrumptious items that are going to be up for grabs not too long from now. So just to get right to the good stuff, starting out small and working big, our first item here is a Megaplex basket. So you've got 9 complimentary movie passes in here, some just absolutely enormous cups for your soda, and a great big popcorn bucket. That'll, keep you fed at least 20 minutes into the movie. Then, so that's going to be starting at $15, and we'll see how high she goes. Moving on from that, we've got a pack of 3 bottles of Buffalo Wild Wings wing sauce. So there's a mild, a honey barbecue, and a Parmesan garlic, plus 11 of these. It says a snack size of boneless or traditional wings, and that it says at their Riverdale Road location. So if you or anyone that you care about deeply loves wings and lives in Riverdale, that's going to be a good one for you. So that starts at $25. Moving on from there, we have this beautiful autumnal wreath made by our very own Stephanie Cordova. And It's covered. There's some sort of burnt orange flowers, some little yellow daisies, some nice light fall colored leaves, and it comes with a handy wreath hanger to put on your door. And that's going to be starting at $25. Next up, for all of the dog owners out there, that we've got a bucket here, and it is pretty packed to the gills with things. Like we've got all kinds of chewable items, a color ball. There's 3 different ropes, all kinds of dog treats, dog cookies. There's some towels in there. You've got wood signs, such as this, stating that rescued is my favorite breed. So lots of great stuff in there for all the dog folks out there. There's some waste bags. There's a coffee mug. There's training pads if you've got a puppy. It's all going to be essential dog ownership stuff. And we didn't forget about the cat people. So moving on from there, that is starting at $30. And then also matching at $30 is one for all the cat lovers out there. So we've got a litter box, we've got a premium bag of cat litter, a water bowl, a laser toy to get them all riled up. Some of these little noise making balls, again, that's going to be the source of much excitement over many years to come. And what I think this is really cool, you can get some live catnip in soil as well as some cat grass. And last but not least, a little mouse for to kill, because they've got a killer instinct. Yeah, you can't deny them. It's very important to their health. Moving on from there, we have got this very cool little, it's a 21 karat faceted amethyst sterling silver necklace. So it's kind of a flower design, got just these beautiful purple stones in it in a kind of flowing silver kind of shape. It's quite nice. Comes in a little drawstring bag. The bidding on that item is going to start at $35. And moving on from there, a whole bunch of kitchen stuff. If you or someone that you care about likes to bake, this is going to be an excellent thing to get your hands on, because we've got a cupcake pan in here, a cooling rack, 3 cupcake cookbooks. I didn't even know so many different kinds of cupcakes existed in the world, but there you go. And pink cupcake apron, cloth napkins. We've got some silicone cooking utensils here, decorative sprinkles, canvas storage bag, Jello and pudding boxes, cupcake liners, some of the decorating tips for doing if you want to get real fancy with the frosting there. And on top of all that, a paint can size thing of cookie cutters. So there'll be many a fine treat to be made there, and that is $35. Next up, I imagine this is going to be a sought after item. This is the Roku box for all your streaming needs. So you're getting Netflix, Hulu, Pandora, sports, HBO, all just loads of stuff. Whatever you want to watch, you're going to be getting through there. It comes with it the HDMI cable that you're going to need to hook it up. So that is going to be starting at $40, and that is says accessible technology enabled. So that's going to be really good to have. And next up, we have $100 worth of Ruth's Chris Prime gift cards, 2 $50 cards. So when you need to get a steak in you, that's going to come in very handy. Moving on from there, now this is quite adorable if you ask me. It's this whole do-it-yourself fun-at-home bingo kit.
So you've got the little spinner there. It comes with a canvas basket with leather handles. It's got easy to read bingo balls, a master board for the collar, and 3 large plastic braille bingo cards with chips and 25 extra thick stitched wood grain rapid reset bingo cards. So you could just be the king of the retirement home with that setup. And that is starting at $50. That one's going to go quick, let me tell you. Now, for all you coffee drinkers out there, we've got this set here. It comes with an electronic milk frother. So if you like lattes and cappuccinos, anything like that, that's going to come in handy. I used to have a metal one that you had to pump with your hand. And let me tell you, it just doesn't work the same. The electric one is the way to go. So you've got a milk frother, you've got hot chocolate, and you've got these travel mugs with the sort of heat-proof cork bottom so that you're not putting rings on your coffee table. And the bidding on that is going to start at $50 as well. Moving up from there, up to the $60 bracket, we've got this aromatherapy basket. So there's just all kinds of skincare and everything that you could need in here. You've got body butter, a face and body mask, 3 bars of good brand soap, exfoliating gloves and rags, cupcake bath bomb and green tea balm, muscle rub lotion. There's a foot scrub, a lip scrub, an assortment of the doTERRA essential oils, chapstick, anti-aging cream, bath salts, cucumber gel, and a massage ball. So you're going to be feeling nice and relaxed with this in your possession, let me tell you. And that is, as stated, $60. Now, for a change of pace here, this is quite interesting. It's a 3-in-1. It's a little robot. Perhaps you have a youngster in your life who maybe is showing an inclination towards engineering, things of that nature. So there's wheels and tracks. You can assemble it's a little robot, and it'll drive around. And it's got an electric motor in it, and you can configure it in a number of different ways. That's gonna get the old noodle thinking. And that is starting at $75. And up from there, still at $75, there is an electric toothbrush, charcoal bristles, and it's a USB charger. So it's got a lifetime warranty, and it is gonna clean your teeth at 33,000 vibrations per minute. This is a level of oral hygiene that you just will not have experienced before. And that can be yours for as low as $75. And coming towards the end of this treasure trove of goodies here, we've got just a huge 10-quart pressure cooker. So in here, you can cook, you could put a whole Cornish game hen in there, throw in some carrots, some potatoes. You got a stew going, baby. You got a curry in there. It works great as a rice cooker. You can make jam. The possibilities are endless. And again, only $75 as an opening bid. So you're going to want to get in early on that one. And now getting towards the end here, I've got 2. They're similar kits, but the bags are different. They're from the JetBlue travel bag. So it comes, you can kind of see there's a sort of synthetic material, a zipper bag here, and one is a canvas bag with straps. But that comes, you've got everything you're going to want when you're traveling or sitting in the airport for a while. You've got your wet wipes to clean up, snacks and candy, There's a beauty bag full of toiletries, hand sanitizers. You know that's valuable these days. $15 worth of Starbucks in the airport. There's a gift card there. You can use it anywhere, but you'll burn that up in the airport in no time. And a fidget spinner, a water bottle, and the kicker here is 2 one-way tickets. So that is going to be starting at $250. So you get that and you're ready for vacation. Yes, there are 2 bags, each with the same. The bags are different, the contents are the same, and they both have the 2 one-way tickets in them. They are each $250 as the opening bid. And last but not least, we have a really handy technology kit here, plus iPad. So get a load of this. You have a 2-port USB wall adapter. You've got a set of earbuds. You've got a Bluetooth phone remote so you can operate your camera and everything there once you get, set up on your tripod so you don't have to touch it. iPhone dongle that lets you put your headphones and charger in the phone at the same time. There's a small little foldable phone stand and a 4-port USB hub with each port has its own individual power switch. And then on top of that, 7th generation iPad, that's a 10.4 inch, 128 gig. That iPad by itself retails for $600. And this kit of all the odds and sods plus the iPad is starting at $260. So that is the steal of the auction. So I look forward to helping all these wonderful items end up in your loving hands a little later tonight.
Right, you got me unmuted. Okay, thank you very much, Cameron. So Cameron is our auctioneer. I wanted to say a lot of these items have been donated by the different chapters, and I just wanted to say thank you to all of the chapter members around the state who have donated these items. Again, our auction chairperson, Tara Purcell, Stephanie Cordova, they've worked hard to put these baskets together for you, these different auction items. The JetBlue travel baskets, there's 2 of those, so we'll be doing a bid on each basket because each of them have airline tickets in them, which are 2 one-way tickets in each basket. And those were donated by V. Toa, Kaiser's wife in the Weber Davis chapter. So we're very grateful to them. A lot of the different door prizes with the little travel goodies have been donated by Kaiser and V, and so we really appreciate that. They worked hard to put those 2 together. So there's a lot of neat items. It's going to be a great auction. We're excited to see how it works. It's going to be our first time to ever do an online auction. So we're doing our best to prepare for it and iron through the glitches and make it work well. But I hope you'll be excited. I hope you'll come with your credit card or PayPal account ready to go, and you'll get the money to the NFB of Utah. But or we will take a check, so you can write us a check. We will figure out a way to ship these items to you if we have to. We're going to try to deliver them if we can, but if you're far away, like maybe Mac Biggers in New Jersey, well, obviously I'm not going to hand deliver those to Mac yet, so I'm going to find a way to ship those to Mac, and we will do that, and we're prepared to do that, and so don't worry. Don't let that getting your way. So again, tell your friends, tell your family, get people excited about the auction tonight, especially come early to the banquet, which starts at virtual banquet, which starts at 6:30. You don't want to miss Anil Lewis and his keynote address. You don't want to miss our presentation of our scholarships. Those are going to be exciting. So it's going to be a fun banquet tonight. It's going to be casual. We'll have a lot of door prizes and this great auction. And so I'm excited about it. I hope you are too. And on that note, we will adjourn our business meeting. We'll see everybody back here at 6:30. We're adjourned.
I was on NFB.org yesterday. They said they would send me a brand new free white cane. It came in the mail and I opened up the package, put it in my hand and I started to tap it, tap that free white cane. Tap that on the classroom floor. Tap that when you're walking out the door. Tap that when you're looking for some more. You gotta tap that. You gotta tap that free white cane. Tap that when you're getting on a plane. Tap that in the pouring rain. Tap that, no, there ain't no shame. You gotta tap that. You gotta tap